we're telling you is they have a product. So why not patronize the product so that they get some money? So you get something in return. You're not just donating and saying, hi, donated, and I get a plaque on my wall now. No, what we're saying is that you will provide support. They're artisans as well. So provide support for them where they are, and you will get a product in return. So this is what I like about it, because it's not that flat, because sometimes there's not that give and take, it's like you give something and you get something in return. It settles karma beautifully. Karma meaning action. As I give, you give me back. And so then it's finished. So it's not like I'm giving you and then I didn't get anything in return. So somehow, somewhere down the road, we're going to have to make that even. So let me say more of that. So what about the men's prison now? Let's talk about what they're doing there, how we're supporting them, how we plan to support them in the men's prison. We did a little bit of support when we were there with them, but what are the plans to do with the men's prisons?
Okay, thank you for asking. As we went there last time, we made some donation of soap that one of our directors and volunteers and main actors of this noble organization, ASLP, he is going to, that's our plan, to train the males how to make these soaps that they can use themselves. So all we have to do is to get the raw materials. Then we'll go there and train them how to make these soaps. And then those who are more interested, when they come out from prison, then they can come to our place and we'll train them and retain them. And then, as to the time that they will be able to start to be on their own boss, and then they can also go and train others. So we are looking to help them to reform and then get back to society with a skill.
Very good, noble idea.
Yeah. So this is the idea that we have them, because we observe that they already have something in place, like they have tailors,
right?
So when I'm thinking with institution, we are using this opportunity to ask institutions or organization or people in the diaspora. These people are good people. Some of them are tailors before they go into trouble, and then they find themselves there. So instead of being idle, they allow them to do something, and they also train others. So let them give them the job so that they can sustain them. And like you said, they can even get money to buy some things that maybe the system may not be able to get to them inside. And when they come out too, they have some money or skill to stand on their own so that they don't go back to crime. And this is where we are trying to assist. And so we have a plan to.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, so it sounds to me that ASLP-GHANA would be looking more to get support for the materials, the raw materials, because as you said, one of the members of ASLP-GHANA is an artisan, and he makes soaps and lotions and stuff like that. But you'll get to see him in a later episode of this is our ASLP-GHANA section, learning about what we're doing. We're going to be sharing videos and different things, pictures of what we're doing out there in the community. And so we're looking for support to get the raw material, because it costs money. And again, when you support that, what happens when they support that? Sam, what happens with the soaps? Like the fans they're getting, if they provide a donation, they will get the fan. So what happens with the soaps now if they support this initiative as it relates to providing the raw materials for the soaps?
Yeah, so that we'll be able to assist the artisans to get the raw materials to train.
Right, but remember, I know sometimes we said that they would also get the soap, that we would send them the soaps, that if they donate for the
I
soaps.
think that's on the package.
Yeah, the
That's something on
packages,
the
right. So, but we
package.
just want to let them know that that's also something that we do, right? That they will get the soap would be donated, would be given if they,
Oh,
right, if they, and we'll talk about the packages in another interview moving forward. Like we'll talk about the website and different things. So we're going to do this like in a series so that people can join us and hear rather than big one long interview. So we'll do it like that. But I just wanted to give them, because we said about the fans that they'll get fans, but we didn't say about the soaps. But those are things that we're going to discuss later on. Yeah.
sure. I think all will come in the package.
Yeah.
Talk about
So,
the package.
right. So now you've done work with the prisons. So what else have you done thus far?
Okay. We have also done some community service of engaging all the stakeholders, because you can't come to a place without greeting the custodians of the land. Though nobody owns the land, is for God, but when you go to every place, there is authority and people who, are like leaders or elders in the community. So we involve the chiefs. We also engage people like we engage the church.
Now let's talk about
Yeah.
that, the church. Let's talk about that engagement that happened with the church.
Yeah, because we are non-religious, so we are open to work with anyone, irrespective of your religious or gender or whatever or political background. All we are looking at is programs or interventions that will impact the community, people who actually needs it. So we visited a church, a pastor, and we made a donation to them so that they will be able to also spread the gospel or whatever. It was a request that was put to us as we visited them, and we fulfilled that promise. We don't want to be like we went to give them to do this or that. They access that they need a projector.
Yes.
That they'll be able to use it in their crusade or their. So we said okay.
Yes.
And also we have engaged the Muslim community also, so that we are one. We all come from the same Godfather or the mother or whatever it is, the energy, the Almighty authority. We all come from the same, so we are one. So we engage the Muslim communities during their festivals, and we also engage in traditional festivals, the local chiefs, and we have a contact with them too, and collaboration where when our brothers and sisters who are returning, when they come and they want to have a naming ceremony, we have a chief, prominent chief, that gives them local names according to the day they are born, according to the family name also. So that some of them can reclaim, these names that as they were taken away. So these are some of the social interventions and outreach in the community. And then again, also, we can't do all this without children, because the children are the future. So we have a school program as we line them up, and we are taking them step by step. And we visit schools and give them school materials like pencils, and we are looking forward to be doing more, adding exercise book, bags, and shoes. Some of these children, we see them in the community, and then we help them, not necessarily like going to the school as a whole, but we take every child, each. And in Somenya also, I engage youth in sporting activities. Now football is it's a good sport, and it's one of the big Ghanaian players come from this Somenya area. So the youth are more motivated, and when I see them playing, it's also motivated to go and give them encouragement. And also, not only that, I ask them to improve upon their talent, but we also have a workshop that is Ubuntu workshop.
Yeah.
And we use a tool or a practical book that was prepared by one of our prominent, partners. One sister had a book that's written about Ubuntu and has all these activities. So I've been working with the children on that, and we had about 2 workshops already, and we plan another one in the near future. So, we've been playing our role since we started this officially, and we are looking forward to doing more and to collaborate with other people or collaboration or the government authorities in the area, churches, and any leaders. We should all come together and see how best we can implement these programs more fairly.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, so quite a lot that ASLP-GHANA has done, and everything is we're on good standing. We're working on our NPO status, help me here, non-profit organization, right? So we're working on that. So everything, we've got all our books in order. We have an accountant looking at the books, we're having it audited and all that. So we're doing everything above board and by the book. And we're just moving into the next phase of getting it more officialized as it relates to NPO and getting that where people can make donations. And so, because a lot of this has been coming out of our own pockets. And we've had 1 or 2 people who, not 1 or 2, but 2 people that have donated to the cause. That's helped us to keep the space there in Somanya, to provide the overhead, to provide a little stipend to keep things going there for each one of our members, who you will meet the others, and also to take care of things there in Ghana. So, and then we had somebody else help us to be able to, they donated money to help us to be able to do the NPO filing and the auditors. And so it was everything that's needed for that. So we were really grateful. And we'll talk to him at some point. I'll have him come on as well and talk about his support and why he felt that it was something he should support. So I think it's really good. I'm happy to see this because, when you talk about things, because I'm not a talker. I don't like to talk and say, oh, I'm going to No, let's just get it done. And I know Sam was like, he sees that I'm like that and he appreciates that's who I am now. I like to get things done and I like things to be right. And we've gone through a training process, let's say onboarding, because I prefer the word. We've done an onboarding where how to interact with people on a professional level and to give skills. So each one is learning skills to act as secretary, to act as the host of our meetings, to act as the parliamentary, I think I'm saying that right, but to get all round skills, because it's important to not be one person. So we're not just saying, okay, you're that and you just take that role. No, this was Sam's baby. He wanted to do this. He asked me to partner with him to do it. And I said, yes. And so, but just because it's his baby and his dream that he wanted to do, it doesn't mean that he must always be the one that's leading it. No, each one has to have an opportunity and to gain that skill so they have autonomy and be able to use that in their everyday life. So this is what I like about ASLP Ghana. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Because we will have you back again to talk about things as they progress. Oh, yes, let's talk about that little thing that happens sort of organically, and that's our tours.
Oh, okay. Actually, I will phrase it in a way like retreat. Our